All right, and then the the final person that they want us to consider, Donal Bloesch, is unfamiliar name to most evangelicals. They tell us, but he is becoming even more widely known and respected as one of America's leading evangelical theologians. So Bloesch's writings during the '60s focused on renewal in church, right? But the one notable exception was his book, The Christian Witness in a Secular Age. And in this book, he examines the apologetic thought of nine 20th century theologians, beginning with Barth and including Neubauer and other more liberal theologians.
Yeah. So he defines apologetics as as the attempt to make the faith plausible to the world of unbelief on the basis of the criterion held in common with unbelief. Well, he bases his rejection of such apologetics of Luther's teaching that man is in bondage to sin. And he quotes Barth, Calvin, and Pascal to support the conclusion that the gospel cannot be correlated with man's searching in culture and religion. Again, he quotes Kierkegaard and Luther in support of his assertion that, quote, that God's truth is beyond the reach of man's conception and perception, even as Christians for whom God remains hidden even in the act of revelation. And he also says that with Barth, we contend that revelation must be proclaimed, not defended, or even recommended in the sense of trying to heighten its value.
Right. So according to Bloesch, then, apologetics is the attempt to compel a man by rational means to assent to the truth of faith. That's what the traditional kind of definition is. But in place of such religious imperialism, he calls this traditional approach, he advocates gospel evangelism. This is a presentation of the message that people need to believe in Christ for salvation. While Bloesch rejects apologetics as traditionally conceived as a preparation for and validation of the gospel, right? That's the traditional concept of apologetic. It kind of prepares people, that kind of stuff, or it validates the gospel. He acknowledges that there is an element of truth in the traditional apologetic enterprise with which it must not be lost. And what is that? Well, apologetics is needed to clarify our own Christians' own understanding of the gospel so that we can be sure that what we are preaching is indeed the gospel and not a message accommodated to the culture. And so this apologetics in the context of faith-seeking understanding is his kind of idea here.
Right. So again, we have faith, and now it's our sanctification process. It's going out and making sure we're within the lines. And coming from kind of a disciple of Barth, that might be a little bit committed.
Yeah, the lines might be comedy. A little blurry.
Yeah. Physician, heal thyself there.